Alright, so let's have a little look at this post that was just put onto the forums. So it's from Mr. Brian Wheeler, the lead combat designer, and this is what he has to say. We are making Cyrodiil performance evaluation and fixing a priority for this year. We want to make sure that Cyrodiil is a great PvP experience for everyone. Over the last year, we've made some good strides towards refining server performance across all campaigns, and we'll continue down that path. When looking into Cyrodiil issues, we definitely see, both in-game and through monitoring, situations where our client and server performance degrades significantly when under high load. Small incremental changes we've made over the last year have helped, but alone are not enough. So we're going to change our strategy a bit, which is the point of this post. So yes, I could continue to read this, but the thing is, about that post, it wasn't from today. I lied to you. That was from 2017. This is how long us PvPers have been sitting here being told that PvP will be fixed, and it just never is. 2017, almost 8 years ago, they were talking the same as they're talking now. Now, maybe things got better. What happened a few years later? Oh, that's right, this clip happened.
You have accessibility issues in PvP zones. Have to delay, can't essay. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, they're working on that too. Nice try. I have no sympathy for, but that's because no sympathy for PvP, but that's because I know they are working on it. They're working on it.
That is the lead developer's wife mocking a PvP player. And, as she says in that clip, they're working on it. Okay, that was 3 years ago. So, what do you say now? Are you still working on it? Then you pass a little bit more time, and then you have this lovely clip from Gina.
Now, this is TwitchCon, but we would appreciate no live streaming.
Really?
Yeah, really.
What about Payne's DJ?
Well, Payne is streaming himself. That's different.
From here?
I'm being serious.
No, from here.
Listen, we're not going to start until Nevis puts his camera on.
All right.
The pressure is on.
Bye, Chad.
Well, he's streaming from this back, just heads up.
We're not streaming from anywhere.
And this just shows me that they don't just despise PvP endgamers, they despise any endgame player. Now, you can not like Nephis, that's fine, but the way that community manager, Gina, handled that situation is disgusting. Basically, what I'm saying, and what I'm trying to explain to those people that may see me as a toxic person, as a rage baiter, or whatever I get called, it's not because I want to hate them. I don't have this vendetta against them that I want to see them fail. I've been here long enough to know that a lot of things they say don't pass the sniff test. And I look at past records of how they've treated, how they've acted, to how they're going to act and handle situations in the future. Now, this can cause problems because companies can change, and that is a good thing. I would be happily surprised tomorrow if I woke up and ZOS started actually doing what they said. Now, I showed some examples there. There's another big example too. The year of PvP fixes. The year of performance fixes. The year that we got so many tests. We had 90% of the sets disabled in PvP for like 3 months or whatever it was. And what? That was years ago now too. Years and years ago. This is what it feels like to me, what ZOS kind of does. You'll see a outrage in the community, so say, let's look at that Rich's clip. Everyone was pissed after that, for obvious reasons. And what did they do? They started saying some of the same things they've been saying today. And there was going to be a chat with Godzilla about PvP. They wanted feedback. And they were kind of saying the right things that they think we wanted to hear. And I think the general community goes, oh, okay, well, I guess they're trying. I guess they're doing their best. And that was fine 7 years ago. But we're not there now, are we? We're in the future where this game should be working. We shouldn't be having the same conversations that we have been having. And this is why I find it very hard to even, like with the new testing, to read into it at all, because we've had years of this stuff and nothing's ever come of it. Oh, sorry, we got 12-man groups. That's what we got. They halved the group size. Editing Johnny here. I just quickly want to note, when I say nothing has changed, I mean when it comes to the underlying Cyrodiil performance issues and the underlying problems of the game. There has been a lot of improvements in the game in other aspects, and obviously I can acknowledge that, but the other side is I could also show 20 more examples of them doing the wrong thing. So yes, they've done some good, but the underlying issues are still in the game. Okay, back to me. But yeah, that's what it feels like to me, and I think we're just going through that cycle again right now with the new PvP tests. I would love to be wrong, but history shows us a pattern, and that pattern hasn't deviated. So there's a good chance it's going to continue. I wanted to demonstrate and to show you guys what people like myself have been through with years of just promises that have been broken or not fulfilled. And that has turned me bitter. It has turned me sour. And yeah, I don't have the capacity to forgive Zos or give them a break, because I spent years doing that. I spent the first 5-6 years of me playing this game giving them the benefit of the doubt that they were doing their best. And it got to a point, and trust me, my friends all gave up a long time ago. I was one of the people that was holding out for longer than the average person. But there was a point where I even had to sit down and go, that this I can't defend them. I can't be that person anymore. All right, now we've talked about kind of Zos's side of things. How's actual PvP these days? How is it out there in Cyrodiil? And for many people, it is very rough. Ball groups, Zergs, it's kind of a very rough time in Cyrodiil now if you're a Pacific kind of player. And I'm one of those players. Solo, small scale, men and misses normally run around with each other. We normally try and get, 2v5s or stuff like that. And, we do get them here and there, and we do get some good fights. But generally, you'll find a 2v3, and you're like, yeah, cool, we got a good fight. You kill one, they'll either run away, or 20 of their buddies will come over the top and run you down. And I know a lot of people are very quick to kind of get angry at the individual players, and even sometimes I try my best not to. It's not their fault. It's not their fault that they're forced to play in a ball group or a Zerg, or even want to play in a ball group. It's not their fault that they want to do that stuff, because me as a veteran player, if I'm struggling in a 2-man, the average player is going to have no hope. So I don't blame them for doing the obvious thing, and that is joining a group or a Zerg or a ball group or whatever it may be. And for anyone that is kind of hating the ball group meta and Zerg meta, it's only going to get worse as more people like myself and others go, we can't do this anymore. So what? Either don't go into Cyrodiil or we join a group or a Zerg. This brings me to, am I quitting ESO? And the answer to that question is yes, but. And the but is, I need a game to go to. I need a game that fills that itch for me, is good for content creation, and I can fall in love with. And I haven't found that game. The second part of it is, I still get enjoyment out of ESO. It does get me triggered, but generally these days I just log off. I go somewhere else. But I still find enjoyment. Half of that is just talking to you guys in stream and so on. But I also remembered the whole reason I created my YouTube channel in the first place, and that was to help my guild members, to share information about the game so my guild members could be better players and so on. And I really enjoy that. I really enjoy kind of teaching people how to play and testing things that might not be so clear on the surface what they actually are, kind of thing. I really enjoy that, and I've fallen away from that. I have. And a lot of my content you guys may think is toxic, but hopefully I explained in the start of this video why I'm so bitter. But I want to go back. I want to go back in time. I want to see if I can kind of find that love I used to have. The game's changed. What I used to do is still a very viable part of the game. Bowl groups and Zergs. I used to do it both. I had a core guild and a Zerg guild. So maybe I will fall in love with ESO again and I can start doing better content and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys that I'm going to stop criticizing Zos and I'm going to stop saying negative things about them. If Zos does something stupid, I'm going to call them out for it. But I'm hoping to have a nice offset of, positive content. Builds, guides, things that can actually help players instead of me just sitting at a camera ranting about how shit Zos is. Because that gets old. It gets old for me. I don't want to make those videos. It's like that video I got to make a while back that was kind of positive. It was nice to sit down and have a positive video. I don't like being angry. And I think Zos and maybe some of the people that watch my videos think I do just enjoy being mad at Zos. Like, they think that I wake up in the morning and go, oh, how can I fuck Zos over today? No, I want them to succeed. I want them to crush it. I want them to make this the best MMO ever. But they haven't. And I don't think they will. So, anyway, boys and girls, I love yous, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.